Hello, this is Samsa again from GamingonLinux.com, and today I'm taking a look at Waking Mars. This is an adventure platformer that is set on the surface, or rather under the surface of Mars. And instead of explaining all the stuff in this, this beginning screen here, I'd rather let the narrative style of this game speak for itself and explain the stuff on the go. But yeah, so let's go. Let's actually skip to the gameplay immediately.
I have arrived at the cave entrance. Despite the unusual readings, everything appears normal. Amani, what is your status?
Yeah, I've got you, and I'm good here. Art, have you verified the system tests and everything?
Yes.
Then I am prepared to descend. This begins our historic mission. I am honored to have you as my team.
I knew you'd say something like that, you softie. Watch yourself in that cave, okay?
So yeah, this is basically what the gameplay is all about. You control the this Liang, that was his name, right? In these caverns
the tunnel
of
has already become too vertical
Mars.
To continue on foot. I'm switching to jetpack.
Sounds great.
And basically what this game is all about is exploration of Mars, because there are some interesting stuff that has. Oops, that was not supposed to happen. I'm sorry. I forgot how the controls work. So basically, currently I'm flying around the cave with my jetpack, and I have to avoid these drops and these stalagmites. These kinda might hurt us. But yeah, so a bulk of the gameplay is actually exploration and biological research, as you can probably see in a moment. As you can see, Mars is not dead.
Amani, are you receiving this? I have encountered some of the Zoa.
Congratulations, Leon. You're the first person to make contact with extraterrestrial life.
They appear to be the Halid, the same Zoa discovered by our robotic explorer. They are beautiful and strange, but not so unlike plants on Earth.
A Zoa cannot be classified as a plant.
True. The movement is more like that of an animal. I wonder if they're aware of me.
Yeah, as you can see, here are these animal-like, well,
I am holding in
like
my hands a seed from one of the Halid.
Okay, so
This cannot be classified as a seed.
Don't worry, Art. It's just a convenient way for us to refer to them.
There is fertile terrain nearby. I will attempt to plant this.
but yeah, as you can see, I'm kinda having trouble with the narrative here, because doing a commentary over narrative games tends to be rather difficult. But yeah, as you can see, there are these plant-like animals here, and basically Mars is not as dead as we see it currently. But yeah, we got some seeds here, and
There is
we
something
will.
troubling to report.
Yep.
One of the cerebrain life forms grows here.
And let me guess. It's covering the entire passage.
It appears that way, unless there is some alternate route.
Well, you know my theory. They form airtight seals to filter nutrients. You're not gonna find a way around it. But remember what Octo discovered? Just do that.
And I will attempt to reproduce Octo's results, planting more Zoa to open the cerebrain.
But yeah, like he said, we can manipulate this environment by planting these, animals, as weird as that sounds. So we can select these seeds here, and then throw them around to plant them. And oops, that was not what I intended to do. But yeah, so now we have one of them growing here, and let's just plop few of these around, and that way we can get through this Xenobrain, or whatever the name of that plant was. Or, well, it's probably not a plant. But yeah, the Cerebrain has now opened, so we can continue our exploration.
So that works great. grow plants the cerebrain open. They shouldn't stop us from exploring the cave.
Yes, but I worry planting Zoa will have an adverse impact. Suppose we find cerebrain growing extensively.
That seems unlikely. Octo only encountered a couple of them this close to the surface anyway.
Attention! I have discovered a cerebrain in this chamber.
Or maybe things have changed since Octo was here. Well, look, even if there are cerebrain, we need to keep planning. Or it's gonna be a short mission, right?
Yes, for now that is my response as well.
Okay, so you probably understand what we have to do now. So we have to gather these seeds and plant them around, and that way we can open those what were they? Cerebrain or something like that? Well, we can probably see that in a moment. I really have trouble with names, especially difficult names like Cerebrain or whatever that was. But yeah, so let's just do what we do best, and that's planting these, well, animals. These aren't exactly plants like Art said, our AI companion. So we can plant these. Well, these were something like Zoa or something. Actually, we can check that if we press R. Oh, right, that hasn't. The game hasn't actually told us about that yet.
Transmission in Octo's encoding.
Whoa, really? Let's take a look.
We would be fortunate to have found him so quickly.
No such luck. It's not Octo, it's some component he detached. I wonder why.
This signal contains a message.
Oh, I know what's up now. He's leaving behind remote camera modules. Take a look, Leon.
So this is a live transmission of something in the cave. What is it?
You're the one who gets to find out. I'll mark your map with the location of the signal.
Yeah, because the game actually hasn't told us about that thing I was talking about yet, we should just move on and actually wait for the game to tell us about stuff. So I've played this for maybe just 20 minutes, not hours, just to, you know, get an idea of basically what this game is all about. And
Research opportunity.
Amani, we have discovered a new life form, one that even Octo did not report.
This can be classified as a Zoa. Collect a portion of it for scanning.
Affirmed. I will grab one of those seeds.
okay, so we found a new life form. So let's get this seed, and now we can see what's up.
This Zoa produces large quantities of liquid water. We will call it a hydron. Attempt to hurdle this at a halid. Prior research indicates they may respond positively to water.
Interesting. So we can select our seeds here, so now we can throw two types of seeds. And now there is this message that research has been updated, so now I think we can press R, and this allows us to actually see basically all the things about these different Zoa and stuff like that. So, for example, we now know that the Halid Zoa actually has some healing properties, but we have to determine that, so we actually don't know about that yet. But we have done some research on their seeds and their vulnerabilities, but reproduction and healing properties are still unknown. And then we also know that these hydron seeds actually burst upon impact and spread water around. So that's basically what I was talking about earlier in this video, and that was the fact that you have to actually do some biological research while you're at it. And for example, we can try to hurl this this seed here to these halids, and we actually now know that these vapors that Halid Zoa actually release are good for us, so they heal us if we have to be healed. And we also know that that causes these Halid Zoas to reproduce, so now we have more of these seeds here. Okay, so now that that's done, we should probably open this Cerebrain here. And now we can continue. But before we do that, let's grab a seed from one of these hydrons, because we are probably going to need it.
Yes?
I theorize that there exists multiple functions for this. Hurtling
Art,
not just at other life
your
forms,
grammar
but
is
also
horrible.
planted into fertile terrains.
But yeah, so we can also plant these hydrons by basically throwing these hydron seeds around. So now we should see a hydron here. And we also researched the reproduction of these hydrons. So what we can do now is basically we can get more seeds, and that way we can probably open this Cerebrain here. So let's do that. Thank you. And let's just throw this around, and that should open this Cerebrain here. Okay, it's opening. So let's just get some seeds, and then we can probably move on. Thank you. Okay, this place already is growing pretty wildly. But yeah, so now we can just move ahead into further into the cave.
I will now inform you usefully. Scans report that life forms produce different amounts of biomass.
Uh-huh.
Biomass goes up with every life form created. This is the total. For a Cerebrain to open, total biomass must cross certain thresholds. These Cerebrain open at biomass 3. I have developed this interface for you to use from now on. It exposes my scanning data.
That will be an important tool, Art. So you detect no other way to proceed through the cave.
No! You must create new life forms of Mars by hurtling protocaps with your human arms.
Protocaps? Did you just invent that word?
Yes, I have a creative module.
By protocaps you mean seeds, though. Growing plants with seeds.
Yes, that is how humans communicate.
Wow. As you can see, our our companion Art is pretty, well, he's pretty funny. So, like he said, we should grow enough plants to actually open the Cerebrain, and we need that was biomass level of 3, right? So let's quickly plant some seeds, and that should get our biomass level up to 3 pretty quickly. Please, seeds. Thank you. Well, that's probably... well, that's not going to do anything. But that's, on the other hand, would have. But yeah, so let's just plant these around, and that way we should be able to open this Cerebrain here. So actually, we should probably get this seed here, and maybe also plant another one of these hydrons here. That way we can get those seeds more quickly. So... okay, so now we can actually get through. But instead of playing any further, I think I'm just going to leave it here. Basically, this is what the game is all about. You have these different sort of seeds, and that way you can overcome these different obstacles and also do research for the good of humankind. But yeah, so this has been me playing Waking Mars. It's pretty interesting. I like this concept of being an explorer instead of being, you know, this super soldier that kills everything. It's pretty refreshing. But yeah, so this has been me playing Waking Mars, and naturally we will see in the next video.